All right, so let's move on and now look at our multiple choice question strategy. There actually are like three types of multiple choice questions. First, we're going to look at a standard multiple choice question where they have a question and then they have like A, B, C, D. All right, so you have your different types of your multiple choice question. Choose one answer out of four options, like I just said. Then they have the type B, which is pick two or three from a list, choose two or three answers out of like four or five options. And then you have your sentence completion multiple choice question, where you may choose from a list of like A through F, A, B, C, D, E, F, and you're doing a sentence completion. So you have three different types of multiple choice questions, three different types. And I'm going to go over examples of the different types of the multiple choice questions, okay? The first option in terms of the standard multiple choice question, I say standard because that's what most of you are familiar with. Most of you are familiar with that. Probably about 80% of the time, it's going to be that type of question. All right, so our main focus is going to be on covering that type of standard multiple choice question. The standard multiple choice question goes in order always. Okay, the sentence completion type of question goes in order most of the time, and the pick two or three from a list is really not about going in order. You have to really that last one is really difficult to manage. But the first two, the standard and the sentence completion, those are fairly straightforward to be able to do. All right, this is what, when I say standard, this is what a standard multiple choice question looks like. Okay, it's a standard multiple choice question. We have a question and you have A, B, C, D, and these go in order. So that means that number 28 is going to come after 27, and number 29 will be found after number 28 in the reading passage. In terms of strategy, we've gone over this many times with you now. In terms of questions go in order, if you know where question number 29 is and where number 27 is, you know number 28 is in the middle. So again, that's what all of this is telling you here. Your step one in terms of doing the standard multiple choice question, examine the questions and quickly decide which ones are the easiest to locate in the passage first. Again, that's important, right? Because you want to be able to find an answer choice quickly, but also that sets you up to know where all the other ones are going to be located, okay? You want to look at the question and pull out the keywords from the question, and then you want to scan the passage and find the sentence that the question is coming from. Again, that's how they design questions for the IELTS exam. The IELTS test maker is looking at a specific sentence from the passage, and he's making a question based on that sentence. Or sometimes he's looking at two sentences in a paragraph, and he's making a question, he's making one question based on those two sentences, where he combines the information from those two sentences and makes a question. Okay, so you have to find that question in the passage, you have to find that sentence in the passage that the question is coming from. Okay, very important. After you have found the sentence where the question is coming from, you want to quickly go through the answer choices and underline the key words. All right, that's really helpful too. I say in step number 3, after you know which sentences, which questions are the easiest to do, you pick a question out, look at the answer choices and underline the keywords in the answer choices. That's going to be helpful for you to do. All right. So you want to read the matching passage sentence, and then once you read the matching passage sentence for the question, you want to search for the keywords that match from the answer choices. Which keywords from the answer choices do you see in that sentence in the passage? A couple of things to keep in mind. A lot of times for the correct answer choice, they're going to use synonym language from the sentence in the passage. They're going to use synonym language from the sentence in the passage. All right. Another thing to keep in mind with this one, with this question, is that sometimes, for a multiple choice question, you have to read more than one sentence. You might have to read the keyword sentence and also read the next sentence in the passage to be able to get your answer choice. Because sometimes, for a multiple choice question, what they're going to do is an answer choice might be a combination of two sentences. It might have information from two sentences. It's possible. It happens sometimes. Okay, so that's what's really important when it comes to a multiple choice question. You want to look at the question and pull out the keywords in the question, and then you want to also underline and circle the keywords and the answer choices. Then you want to go ahead and find your keyword sentence in the passage. You want to read the keyword sentence in the passage and maybe read the next sentence, and then pick which answer choice that you see in the keyword sentence. Okay? All right, so that's our strategy for the basic standard multiple choice question. And now let's go ahead and do some examples of the standard multiple choice question so you can kind of really see how it works. A lot of times, some of you might really understand what I'm saying just based on the language and words that I'm using to explain it. And some of you maybe understand it a little bit more when I give you examples of how to do it. So please pay attention to the examples so that for some of you, my words will then make better sense. Okay? So I'll talk to you soon.